Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Bandido Mike for 1878 Casuals, and it's international break, so there's no proper football going on. It's just the internationals, so it's given us some time on the channel to instead of just pre-match and reaction and on to the next one, match every 3 days, giving us some time to go in depth, talk about certain things going on with United, certain players. Um, So I want to take this time to talk about a certain player, and that is Jadon Sancho. So right, where do we start? Jadon Sancho was out of the team for a bit, working on himself. He was in the Netherlands, working on maybe mental health, physical fitness, uh, that type of thing. And I think it was a good move by the boss, by the team of management, right? Not just Ten Hag, but to allow Jadon Sancho to do that. We know these young men are not just footballers; they're young people, and they've got mental health and health needs that we all do, right? So a bit of humanizing some of our stars there. So yeah, good piece of man management. I think maybe he was feeling the pressure. Wasn't selected for the England side, and maybe you can argue that maybe the signing of Jadon Sancho was indicative of our previous recruitment style, where it was, we're paying a massive fee for him. We're getting the United tax, we're getting the England tax, and it took 2 years to get him into the side of the transfer. Um, None of which is really his fault. He's so moving forward. He's at United, and we all want to see him perform the best that he can and involve himself in the side and involve himself in wins. So right, he's back at United since his return. He's been playing different positions, so we're not really sure what his best position is or where where Ten Hag wants to see him. He's played some of the out on the wing. He's played a little bit of the 10. He's even played a 9 against when we went down a man. So yeah, he's got a unique skill set. So what I want to do is talk about what he does offer and maybe some of the things that he has that no other United player has. So one of the things that stands out for me is his composure on the ball, and his ability to control the ball in a very tight space. Uh, yeah, almost like when you're a kid, when you're playing futsal or out on the playground where you combine with another player and you make this wall pass and then you move. He's got the really uncanny ability to receive the ball and then lay it off correctly weighted at the right angle for a player. And like I said, I don't think anyone else in that attacking position, except for maybe Anthony Martial, who has what we can say availability problems. So I think Jadon Sancho is very good at that. In the box, congested, intricate touches and control on the ball. I think he's really good at that. But that takes away from being out on the wing and keeping the width. So where other wingers are more direct, they hold the width, like Garnacho or Anthony on the other side. They play a certain role and they want to take on their defender and get by their defender. You would say, I don't think Sancho has the pace to do that, or he doesn't have the size and power to do that. I feel where he's most effective is receiving the ball in the half space. So he's very good at combining with other players. So actually, what he did very well at Borussia Dortmund was, he was combining with other players, using that skill set of, control and intricate passing to combine with attackers. He likes to be in a little triangle where you can be fluid, whether you can be out wide, the half space, or the that base of the triangle. So a little fluidity from him, which is good. Yeah. So what kind of you could see this in the goal against Fulham in the FA Cup quarterfinals. On the break, he's got the composure. He doesn't he maybe takes too many touches for you, but he does keep the composure. He sends the keeper, he sends the defender, and his ability to do that. And then on the second goal, to receive the ball, send a through ball correctly weighted in a tight space to create for Shaw for that cross, and then Sabitzer's goal. And then I'm reminded of the goal against Liverpool, not that other game, the home leg against Liverpool, where he's sending defenders for a hot dog, and he's got the composure to stay on the ball and not panic. So yeah, that's something he's got that I would say like not a lot of United players have. You might say the problem or the concern, is that he tends to play in moments, like you say. He's not a high volume player. He's not going to get loads of touches on the ball, and we need players that can have a positive impact and affect the game throughout the 90. And there's times where you're like, where is Jadon Sancho? I haven't seen him touch the ball in a long time. So maybe the worry is, he disappears in certain points of the game. Yeah, so that's a legit concern. But I would say, before I mention what is his best position. So for me, I think his best position would be on the left, moving into the half space, and then combining with other players like Luke Shaw, who's more willing to overlap, and also being a playmaker like Eriksen would be on that left side, or with Bruno. So kind of sharing that responsibility of playmaker. So that's my word on Jadon Sancho. I mean, we want to see him thrive at United. He's kind of gone through it throughout the season, but he's back with the team, and this gives us a time to talk about some players and what's going on with United. So what do you guys think? Get your say in. That's my say about Jadon Sancho in his best position. What do you think his best role is? What is his best position, and how would you see him positively affect the side? So get your say in the comments. It's been Bandido Mike for 1878 Casuals, and we'll catch you on the next one.